Dude, I thought we were done with this. Son of a bitch.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Almost dropped it.
It's the 20th of March, so we're winding down on the month, and yeah, it's snowing. We've had a few wind advisories lately, too many what seems like, but you know, our power ended up flickering last night because of the winds, but I mean, we luckily didn't lose power, so I mean, that's a good thing. By the way, if you're wondering why my voice is as low as it is, it's because I just rolled out of bed like 10 minutes ago. It's just one of those days. But this month, let me just shift gears here. This month has been rather mentally shit. It's been very rough, because, you know, I've been overthinking a lot. I've been way too deep into my head. I feel like there are some friendships that aren't quite the same, and it really is kind of bugging me. And I really want to know if everything is fine between me and some of these people. I don't know. I feel like there are just some friendships that are just not the same. I feel like it's just because of how I'm reacting and how far I am into my head, or how I'm just trying to, you know, socialize and just try to step out of my comfort zone. But yet I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm pushing people away by doing that for whatever reason. Or just the way that maybe people are typing in their texts, that, you know, it's just like, maybe they're just like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreacting. Maybe I'm just too deep into my head at that point. But maybe I should definitely ask if there's anything that's wrong, or if everything is good between me and some of these people, because I don't. To be quite honest, it's like I don't 100% know what I did, but I've just been too deep into my head this month, and it's just kind of been on and off. More like an emotional roller coaster, but this one for sure isn't anything that has to do with, you know, relationship-wise, thank goodness, but it's more with, you know, friendship-wise, which for whatever reason is like a hurdle that I feel like I can't get over, you know, no matter how hard I try. And it's, I don't know, it kind of also just feels like, I don't know, it's kind of interesting. It's very, very interesting. But you know how it is, man. It's fucking overthinking. Gotta love it. And I've tried, and you know, I've even found ways to combat it in my head, you know, like say, hey, you know, maybe they're just tired, maybe they're, you know, they're busy with something and they're wrapped up, and whatever it may be. You could always ask them if everything is okay. They're your friends at the end of the day, so of course they're gonna be honest with you, unless they're fake. Not saying that any of them are. None of them are. I know that for a fact. But, you know, even that's kind of tough for me. But I gotta get over this hurdle somehow. I have to. I'm never gonna be able to get out of this shell if I don't challenge myself more often. That is actually some really good coffee. I like that. Another thing that I'm really gonna start challenging myself on doing is sending, like good morning texts to everybody, like definitely, write some messages, to some people, obviously to friends, of course, and then some that I haven't really talked to in quite a while that I really would like to reconnect with. Because, I want to try to push myself as far out of my comfort zone as possible. And I have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, sometimes. So, I mean, and this is what, and plus, on top of that, with trying to adjust and, try to figure out ways to, improve my humor and all that other shit on top of that, it's like trying to get myself out of my comfort zone. And sometimes whenever I make a joke that nobody quite understands, like in their defense, because they probably may have never heard the joke before, it's like I gotta remind myself, it's like, it's okay, it's fine. It's okay, I really need to challenge myself, in a lot of different areas. One of which is being social and just, just trying my best to, really start reaching out. And that's what my goal for this year was gonna be, was, to put myself in a lot of these uncomfortable positions in order to grow, in order to help me improve. And it's really easy for me to forget that it's so easy for me to fall into this headspace where, I am going to be stressed, and I am going to be, there is going to be a lot of discouragement along the way because of how difficult that, that it really is, that all of what I'm trying to do really is. But if I don't do it, I'm never going to do it. So it's just one of those deals where, I gotta push myself, man. I really just try my best to really get out there, to just try to step out of my comfort zone and, make the best out of all these situations.
As you can see, a lot of the snow's gone. It melted away within the span of the last 2, 3, 4 hours. There's still a little bit of snow on the windshield, but we can get that off pretty easily. Just like that. Another thing that I was also thinking about as well, just as I was making the challenges to, get so far out of my own comfort zone and go out and do all these other things and hang out with friends and more often than what I usually do, and the whole 9 yards, is that this shit's tough. I forget how tough this shit is. At 19 years old, I challenged myself for the first time to get out of my comfort zone, right? Well, really at 18, back in November 2018, when I was a senior in high school. And one of the things I did was theater. And I succeeded. Well, no, not theater. It was my high school talent show. Succeeded in that, right? Then I decided to take it a step further. Go to theater. Succeeded, Got really far out of my comfort zone that I just wanted to stay out of it, right? I wanted to go and hang out with friends as much as I possibly could, and and just COVID happened. Everybody quarantined, right? Which made it harder to, socialize in person, you know, get myself into a relationship, and, you know, I'm fixated on that and that only for a good while when it comes to socialization. And then 2022 comes around, I start hanging out with friends again. I start hanging out with Naya, Janaya, Haley, you know, all of them, and challenge myself again, step out of my comfort zone, go to theater, do all that other shit. And I did it. And here we are, just another year later. I could tell my whole story, but ever since then, I've really fallen off of being social, and really fallen off of just challenging myself to step out of my comfort zone. This time it's going to be different at 25. You know, I'm going to reach out. I'm going to reach out to everybody. I'm going to I'm going to send good morning texts. I'm going to start texting people more often, you know, right? As much as I don't like texting, I'm going to do it. You know why? Because I want to at least have a social connection with my friends, especially those that are around here, IRL, right? I'm going to look for events. I'm going to try to see if I can get as many people as I can to come with me. It's just shit like that, dude. And if they want me over there, I will go too, right? There's a lot of things that I need to challenge myself into doing, and I need to do it. I have to do it. Because if I don't grow. I just stay in the shell, and I always am just overthinking, and I'm always stressed out, and I'm always wondering, does anybody give a shit about me? Does anybody care? Right? That answer is yes. I have to keep reminding myself the answer is yes. So, that's what I gotta keep doing. Anyways, I am running a little late, so I gotta get to work. But I will catch you guys when I get out and I'm on my way home.
Oh, boy. It is a little foggy. Like, the lens is foggy, so I do apologize. It's because I was a dumbass and left my camera outside in the car. Alrighty. So now we've got work done out of the way. We got qualifying done and out of the way, and now it's time for the mainstream stuff over on Twitch. We're running our truck race at Bristol right now. We're getting ready to go for that. We start on pole in our NOS Energy Toyota Tundra. Should be pretty bad fast. And then after that, we're going to be doing some ranked with Jaden. So I'm in a really good mood. I'm in some really good spirits, and I have a really good feeling we're going to go win. So let's get this party started, shall we?
Nice work, man. White flag lap.
That ain't gonna be enough, boy. We win those. We win those. Let's go. Let's go. Finally.
Nice work this weekend, everybody. Good job, man. Drove your butt off. Really proud of you, man.
Finally. Finally get a win this season. Holy cow. Good shit. Got one. Crack, crack, crack. Got him. Let's go. Oh, dude. That AR is also severely broken. Yeah, I'm here, I'm here. Yeah, he's cracked, crack. Got him. Good shit.
Alright, well, another day has passed. And what a great night, dude. This is actually a really good night. We won our truck, won the truck race last night. Won a couple ranked games with Jaden. We ranked up to Elite again. And then grinded some First Ascendant. So, got a little bit further in that, and you know, so far, I think it's been a pretty good start off to the weekend. Just a little bit lazy today, but, you know, it's alright. It's kind of bound to happen, but I've been catching up on editing and whatever else I needed to catch up on, and, you know, it's just just the same old over here, but we're getting ready to go live here in the next 45 minutes for the Pepsi Cup Series at COTA. And then we've got 11 o'clock. We also have Among Us with Community. So it's going to be that kind of fun. It's going to be a good night tonight. So I'm really excited, and we're definitely going to try to take some more strides and kind of stepping out of the comfort zone a little bit, you know, when it comes to socialization and whatnot. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be something. That's all I can really tell you, is that it's going to be something, but I don't know, man. It's kind of tough, but you know, it's definitely something I need 100%, but let's get the show on the road.
But for Valkyrie Atikian, it has been a very dominating days for Toyotas, mind you. Of course, with Nia Seidel winning the pole, Terry Walker leading a good portion of the race, the Valkyrie Atikian pretty much taking the helm and not looking back from there, as she works her way through turn 18, heading to turn 19 and 20. Valkyrie Atikian and Trinity River Racing are finally gonna have a moment under the sun. They work their way through turn number 20 and down this front straightaway, no contest whatsoever. It is gonna be Valkyrie Atikian going to victory lane. She wins the Bass Pro Shops Grand Prix from COTA.
Another day's passed, and now we're gonna do another challenge that I'm gonna be doing for myself, and that's getting back into a consistent workout schedule. You know, because it's definitely something I've been meaning to do for a while, and I have tried, and you know, I do maybe 1 or 2 days and then just fall off right after that. And this time, no more bullshit. You know, we're going into this full force, and we're staying committed to the grind, and we're gonna do what we can, get ourselves in the best shape of our lives, and you know, I'm gonna do it. So let's get this party started.
Guys, look at this crow. Look at this crow. Oh my goodness. He's a cruising, he's a walking, he's a fluttering his wings. Look at him go. He's strutting. He's vibing. He's having a good time. Just walking. He's vibing. Did he have a buddy? Oh, he's got a buddy with him. Oh, look at them both. Adorable. It's absolutely adorable. He's having himself a drink. Dude, that's so cute.
So a considerable amount of time has passed, a week and a half. It is now April, and as you can hear, it's raining. As you can see, it's actually coming down pretty hard, but oh, that looks really trippy when I do that. But it's definitely raining. Holy cow. It's also thundering pretty bad too. I mean, well, the thunder is pretty violent, if I may say. This past weekend, because we had some pretty severe weather come through here. Our power was out for the rest of the day over by another city,
there were 2 confirmed tornadoes that were in the area that had touched down, and it was really bad. 80-mile-an-hour winds. There was just pretty scary. Kind of scary if you lived out in the city, and 2 confirmed touchdown tornadoes, throw in the 80-mile-an-hour winds and the rains and all that, and you get a recipe for disaster. Over here, it was just there was a dropped tree that fell across the road. There was also lots of branches that were down, so it definitely made driving around here a lot of fun. So other than that, no, our power's back on. It came back on this past Monday morning, and everything's good. Everything's been good ever since then. So other than that, there really wasn't too much else that really happened. I've been trying to keep track of my consistent workout schedule. I'm gonna do my stuff tonight when I get home from work, but also but I've also been kind of making sure that that I'm on top of it by just doing some push-ups, a set of 20 push-ups every day, and so far I've done pretty well. I feel like I've been doing really, really well, and this is only just the beginning. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end off this video right here. I want to thank you guys a lot for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Really do appreciate you. If you guys like this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that sub button so that way you don't miss any sort of fine content that comes out in the near future. And that pretty much is gonna do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one.